Many people in the music industry talk about music. Our next guest, he makes music. Joining us now is Sean Contractor Edwards. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm very good, Donna. Pleased to meet you and see that you're here in Jamaica on a good sunny day. And I'm very happy to be on your show.
We got to meet last fall when you had asked me to work with you to help celebrate the Issa Foundation, a concert in particular that they were doing in New York City to raise money to help build a children's hospital. And I said, I'm in. I'm like, count me in, whatever you need. I have to tell you thank you because you provided an opportunity for me in the show to celebrate something that's so spectacular. And my show isn't a show without that content, without those stories. So sincerely, thank you. Right? So I just want to tell you, like, it just made a huge difference in my life. And so thank you for that.
Yes, you're welcome. I got good reviews of your work at the show from Mr. Issa and his team. And it was very good to know that we had a sold out show in New York City and to know that it was with reggae music and the footage that you captured and the media showed of a real rocking party, and 400 over, $400,000 was raised at that one night, that one show with only 300 people. And thanks to the Direct Relief, because they donated, they're one of the top donors in the United States during times of emergency and so on. And they donated $200,000. So, with your help and everyone else, it was a team effort. The marketing team came together and we're thankful, And now we're doing another concert, as you know, and that's May 29th here at the Couples San Souci Hotel. And we're featuring, new acts, upcoming acts, as well as Mr. Michael Bolton, multiple Grammy Award winning, here on the island, sunny Jamaica, Couples San Souci, and it's going to be a magnificent night. And again, that is to raise funds for the Mary Issa Health Center, which is going to be built in St. Anne, here in Priory, St. Anne, and it will be in the aid of children. It's a pediatric unit for primary health care, and it will be free to everyone. It's primary health care free, offering counseling to teenagers, adolescents, because throughout the Caribbean, especially here in Jamaica, we have a problem with a very big problem with teenage pregnancy. And the Mary Issa Health Center will look at and help to alleviate some of those problems.
Also, eye care. I found out that a lot of the children aren't learning as well as they could be learning because their eyesight is so poor. So they're going to also try to help them with their eyesight, which is also important, I think.
Well, correct. The eyes are the windows to the soul, and there's no better camera than your eyes. And they have done an eye mission before, which I participated in, where there was we used a church in Aracabessa, which is just up the street, for people to come and get their eyes tested for free, and all ages. And the Issa Trust Foundation flew down some doctors, optometrists, and they gave all their services for free. And it was people just came of all ages. I myself was there, and after everybody got their eyes tested, they said to me, "Why don't you get your eyes tested?" And I did, and they said I needed glasses, and they gave me a pair of glasses right there. So I myself have benefited from the eye mission of the Issa Trust Foundation.
Now you have such a fun look about you. Like if I looked at you, I'd be like, yeah, you're Jamaica, right? You've got the cool hair. Are those like dreads on both men and women? Is that what they're called? Sean, you just like have this like entertainment vibe. I want to know, at what age did you decide that that was going to be your journey? Like, how did you personally know for you that it was all about the music?
Well, life is very entertaining. It can be very entertaining, and you should really try to learn from it every day, and even in small lessons. And so I'm an only child. So because I'm an only child, when you're an only child growing up, you have to entertain yourself, you know. And so I was born into it. I'm a born entertainer. You know what I mean? When I was very young, I used to entertain my mother. I would just give her jokes for like half an hour. She couldn't stop laughing. So I think that entertainment, it gets into your bloodstream. The whole industry gets into your bloodstream, and because we do it in a way that is we enjoy doing it, it becomes a natural part of you. And so from there, I have marketed a lot of the up and coming artists like Wes Rock, who are who's going into a completely different genre, country and western infused with reggae, all the way up to Ed Sheeran. I've
His
marketed.
cousin, right? His first cousin, you created like a, I don't know, combo thing.
Yes.
What do you call it? A mix up? A mix up? What do you call that here? No, it's not a combo. What is it called? There's a special word for it. Collaboration, a collab.
Collaboration. That's it. That's it. So, we bring people together, artists together, and we've worked with the Marleys also, and we work with the grassroots, the grimy artists as well. You know what I mean? And there's an energy in that too. You know what I mean? And all of it comes together. It makes entertainment because different people like different things. That's the diversity of all of us. Somebody finds something entertaining. Somebody will sit and play video games for hours. They find that entertaining. Somebody will play tennis for hours. Yeah, yeah. Somebody will play football for hours. So we really try to incorporate a life of entertainment, where we make people happy and feel good and, give them, good thoughts. And you can do that with music. You can do that with your show. You can do that with movies, So
Well, you took on a whole new continent recently, like Africa. You did a whole combination with the African sound and the reggae sound, and you put it all together on this really cool album. Did pretty well.
oh,
Still doing well.
thank you. I see you did some research.
Of course. Wait, Sean, do you think I'd actually invite you on my show and not like really want to shine a light on your greatness? So I'm just shining the light. So don't be humble. Just lay it on me because it's pretty spectacular what you did.
Thank you, thank you. It's a team effort, it's a team effort, and that project it really was special, and it was amazing to see it actually happen organically. In music business, we're searching for, that's the element, the root we're searching for, is anybody that's real to the game wants it to happen organically because we have seen so many organic hits, right? And when that happens, it's special. So, and it happens in music, it happens in sports. Cinderella teams just come out of nowhere, and that project, it's historic in reggae music. It was the first album to ever debut at number one in an African country, and it hit 26 countries worldwide because of this African presence, which I myself knew not much about, to be honest with you. It just what happened was I was hearing about this Ghanaian artist named Shatta Wali. My team kept telling me about him and that he's so big in Ghana, but I wasn't paying much attention to it. So in putting the album together, the concept was that we were going to target Africa, right? So what we did was we made the African artist the face of the album, like he's the big star, which doesn't really happen because reggae is Jamaican. So because of that, his country got behind it so much that it spread like wildfire in Africa, and it hit the Billboard charts. So it started a journey, another journey, which now we're targeting Asia. And as you know, you had Chris Gale on your show.
Love you, Chris Gale. I really, truly do. And I'm coming down sometime to have beans and rice with you. I am. And fish. Okay, go ahead. He invited me to go to a party in New York City, and I really wanted to go, but I was out of town. And I'm like, I'm holding you to it. I want to come. I want to come, like, have, the rice with you. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. But he is awesome. He's really cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he's a party man too. He likes to have fun, So because he's a sports icon in the game of cricket in Asia, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, he's a god over there because he's had set some records, unbelievably records, hitting 300 runs in cricket. That's a triple century, and there are only like two of them who have done it. So, and he did it more than once. So he's into music now, and he started making recordings. And I said, well, how about we work with Chris Gale on the Asian continent, and marketed him there and put a good surrounding cast with him, which we have Lauryn Hill on the album. We have Sizzla, we have Capleton. So we have a good mixture of, hardcore reggae with, Lauryn Hill and Chris Gale. And the album is called Tropical House Cruises to Jamaica, the Asian edition. And Chris Gale is over there now in India. And we are promoting the album, and it's just growing day by day. So, with your help and your encouragement, you know what I mean? And the people of New York has always given us a lot of strength. To be honest with you, even the people on the ground, Ira Jam Radio there in New York, and Sound Chat Radio, that just Bobby Conder's Hot 97, DJ Nori of Power 105. They've really given us a lot of help to break into that New York market, because it's a unique market, and it's very open, for people to come in and be established, So being on your show, it's really, it's a privilege, and I'm grateful to be on it.
Thank you. You're making me blush because I feel the same way about you and your career. I'm excited to know you, to celebrate you, to see what's coming next, because you seem to have your thumb on the pulse of that new fresh thing. And people want that. They're looking to you as someone that they respect your opinion. So they're like, well, if Sean thinks it's good, it's got to be good. Let's take a listen, right? So it's exciting to see all the growth and the accolades. They're all well deserved. When you're at home, what kind of music are you listening to, or what are you playing?
That's a very good question. When I'm home, most of the time I don't listen to music because I'm working and my mentals are going. But whenever I'm having an issue or not really a bad day, but something that's I have to think about a lot, then I listen to some music, and it always, always changes my mood. I like to listen to different genres, right? I like to listen to different genres. I want to hear good music, good music, well produced, and, just good music. I listen to classical, I listen to jazz, I'm not just a reggae or dancehall person, and if the music if it's negative, heavy on the negative, then I will listen to it. Maybe there's something good in it, like the beat or the flow of the artist, that's probably even catchy, even though they're saying something negative. I will listen to it, and I will say, oh, let me see why it's trending. Why is it hot? Why do people like it? You know what I mean? Because I might not like it, but I need to know why people like that. And like you said before, keep current, keep knowledgeable, keep, up with what's going on. And I do what I have learned. My job, marketing and working with different personalities, it helps me to develop as a person. You know, I might be West Rock, country and western artist. His material is different than most other artists, right? Coming across and the way he carries it. So he has a different personality. He shows up on the job, he's well dressed, he's on time pretty much, right? And he's ready to go.
Jamaican time means like 5 minutes later is still okay. That you're still on time. If you're in Jamaica, you're like 12 minutes late, it's okay. That's Jamaican time. That means you're on time.
Yeah, we have a
Right?
saying here, right? You're right. If it's 2 o'clock, if you say, and it happens in math,
Right.
2:59 is still 2. It's still 2 o'clock. It's 2:59. Right. So
But I do know what you're saying. He's got a certain charm and charisma, and he shows up and he does his thing. And each different artist has their own profile, right? They're like a different color that you are able to paint with.
yes, and I find that the main thing you have to do is respect the person, respect the artist. You have to have respect for them, like as a person. I think that over the years, the way certain communities have dealt with hip hop artists and black artists, they haven't really, and it's not really a black artist thing. It's just artists in general. Some of the established labels that we've had in the past, majors, what we call major labels, have really dealt with artists, not as a commodity and not as a person.
Like a piece of meat on a plate. I do know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. They're like, all right, well, here's the plate, and put that artist on top of it, put some mashed potatoes on it, and there you go. That's not the way to deal with art, right?
Right.
Got to celebrate the art.
Yes, and respect the artist as a person. Don't look at just the artist as a slave to go out there and work and bring money for us. And whatever happens, this you have a lot of artists, they become drug addicts. Every time everybody thinks about Whitney Houston, you have to feel sad, because here's a great artist, who the industry did not try to protect these people, deal with them as people. When I say the industry, that could be their friends. Their own friends are not looking at them with the respect as, hey, listen, we need to protect this artist. Drugs, we need drugs away from the artist. We don't need to be selling the artist drugs just to get the money and the artist to hook down with, to get all the artist money. No, we need to protect the artist, because the artist is what makes everything happen. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I think that's one of the, in everybody's job, no matter what you're doing, just grow and learn from it every day to make you a better person. You know what I mean? And
Good job here. Like, when you were talking about the different genres of music, like at breakfast, there's this beautiful violinist, playing great songs, and last night we heard some beautiful tunes from Ophelia. She's really cool. So I love being at the resort, because one of the reasons that I love it so much is because they celebrate the arts here. There's music all day long, right? So there's dancing. It's fun here. So were you going to dance? Do you have good dance moves, Sean? That's what I want to know. Can you dance? I'm like, if you got the rhythm, you got the beat, are you a dancer at home? Yes or no? You're laughing at me. Is that not what you expected as a question? Anybody out here that knows him? Anybody know Sean Contractor Edwards? Can he dance? That's what I want to know. Can you dance?
I in college I took a dance class.
Yeah.
And I did not go as much as I should have, and I regret it now, because the ladies love a good dancer.
Yes, they do. So ladies out there, I don't know, maybe you could teach them how to dance. I'm Donna Drake. I've been living it up right here with Contractor Sean Edwards. He's the guy. Be well.